Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Summer Box Office Mega Movie Draft. We are in week 9, and Nick, why don't you start us off here, like always, as you do your magic, and give us the rundown.
Okay, I'm going to do it a bit different here, people. I'm going to the movies that really only have made 1 to 5 million this weekend. They've kind of topped out. I'm just going to give.
Well, then
total.
I'm leaving then because that's different. That's different, and I don't like change.
I'll just give the total that we've made on them, with the budget taken out instead of going through the whole thing. So, the internship, we'll start with me. The internship has made me negative $13,778,334. This is the end has made me positive $64,219,815. I'll do it with Monsters University as well. That has made me a positive $73,565,238. And then here's where I'll do the regular. So Grown Ups 2 has put me up. It has made $116,195,275 on a budget of $80 million for a total of $36,195,275. R.I.P.D. is easily one. I could have done just skip to the total thing because that made like $2 million this weekend.
Yeah, it didn't.
Is it cool if I eat pretzels while you talk?
Oh,
enjoy
yeah,
the pretzels.
Jay, that's always great for a podcast, eating food.
It was a joke.
That's right.
I am really eating a pretzel.
I know, there's nothing funny about that.
So R.I.P.D. has made $30,482,095 on a budget of $130. So that has made me negative. I'm below $100 million. It's made me negative $99,517,905. Only God Forgives has made $697,242 on a budget of 4.8 for a total of negative $4,102,758. The Conjuring is over $100 million now. It has made $107,956,907 on a budget of $20 million for a total of positive $87,956,907.
Impressive.
And my new one last weekend was The Smurfs 2, which made $27,109,260 on a budget of $105 million for a total of negative $77,890,740, bringing my total to a whopping positive $66,647,498.
Woo!
And who would you like? Who would you like me to read next? Fight for it.
Go,
I don't
Jay.
know, but
Read Jay's.
I don't know, but I shouldn't have ate that pretzel. I want more. Go ahead and do mine.
All right, Jay. So I'll do a quickie with The Purge and World War Z. That's right. So The Purge has made you $61,423,650. World War Z has made you $5,880,193.
Didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. The Heat, now I'll start with normal. The Heat has made $149,464,957 on a budget of 43 for a total of $106,464,957. Good Lord. The Lone Ranger, Jay, has pretty much topped out around $86,765,352 on a budget of $215 million.
Oh!
For a total of negative.
I thought it was $100 million on that one.
Lone Ranger?
No.
So the Lone Ranger has
No.
made you, Jay. It has made you negative $128,234,648. Pacific Rim has made $92,881,044 on a budget of $190 million for a total of negative $97,118,956.
Should make it worldwide.
Turbo has made $69,307,459 on a budget of $135 for a total of negative $65,692,541.
Fucking snails.
I'd like to point out that from the Lone Ranger on, for the movies you have, are all negatives.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
The Wolverine, after its second weekend, is up to, it made about, I think, another 30 or so. It's up to $94,638,740 on a budget of $120 for a total of negative $25,361,260.
It's probably going to get to like 110. That'll be it.
Probably,
if I'm lucky.
And
Not that it matters.
Your new movie you had open last weekend, Two Guns, which came in first. It made $27,059,130 on a budget of $500 million. No, I'm joking.
What?
On a budget of $61 million for a total of negative $33,940,870. It'd be great if that was the movie that tanked you because the budget's huge.
No way.
And your overall total, Jay, is negative $176,579,784.
I think it's
better
worth
than last
I think
week.
It's worth
I was in
noting.
I was like negative 218 or something last week.
Yeah, you are better than last week.
Mm-hmm. With a new movie opening, which is good. Mm-hmm. Okay, Tim. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I haven't seen Two Guns. I haven't seen The Wolverine.
Me neither. I
probably won't. I probably won't see either of them. Not until later.
What the heck is Two Guns about?
Exactly.
Mark Wahlberg and Denzel.
Nobody cares.
They each have one gun.
Nobody cares. Together it's two guns.
Reviews have actually been not awful. So
decent.
Yeah, decent you know.
Reviews.
Nobody cares.
Tim, let's plow through yours. Man of Steel has made you $62,681,397. The Bling Ring has made you negative $2,226,707. And White House Frown has made you negative $78,410,830. Now here's where we have some fun. Despicable Me 2, Tim, has made $326,411,585 on a budget of $76 million for a total of $250,411,585. You made on that movie what they spent on Lone Ranger.
Do you think this was the best deal of the season?
I do. I really do.
Mind you, it's still making money from last week. Like last week, it has still jumped up at least.
It went up about 15.
Yeah.
Nick, the film business now does that. Like we made a Lone Ranger, guys.
Yeah. That's the new precedent they have to make. Way back is up to $13,552,653 on a budget of $4.6 million. It has made you positive $8,952,653.
So good.
Girl Most Likely is made like another, I think, 100,000. It's at
Holy
$1
shit.
million.
Do we know the budget?
We decided last week we were going to put it at $6 million.
Oh, we don't even know the budget for it still?
We guessed. We decided to just go with that because there really is no budget still. They just haven't come out with it. It has made $1,346,603 on a budget of $6 million for a total of negative $4,653,397. And Red 2 has made $45,059,433 on a budget of $84 million for a total of negative $38,940,567, bringing your total, Tim, to positive.
That's all he has?
What?
Well, he has three movies opening. He has 3 movies opening next weekend.
Okay, they better tank you.
Yeah,
they won't.
So your total is positive $197,814,134.
Yeah, that's amazing. Because even if I still lose $100 million, I'm still doing great.
Yeah, which is going to happen this weekend because you have Elysium.
Well, hang on there. I expect that to be making some money.
What else does he have? He's got Elysium.
Next weekend, he has Elysium, Planes, and We're the Millers.
Oh, man.
Yeah. This weekend is Percy Jackson for me, and then Planes, Elysium, and We're the Millers for Tim.
He's going to make bank on We're the Millers.
I hope so.
I think all of them I'm going to make bank on. I can see maybe Elysium.
Why would you hope he'd make bank?
I can see maybe Elysium being the one that kills me, but the other two will make their money.
I can't see Elysium doing that much to you.
I don't see Planes doing all that well.
It's super small budget. Super small budget.
And I think it's like the only kids movie out around that time.
Yeah, everyone's already seen Despicable Me 2
Despicable Me 2
times.
will probably be gone by that time. Just in small cheap theaters.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
Come on. You know what? This is interesting, though. There was a report that came out. Not a report. It was just in an interview. George Clooney was getting upset at all the movies that were bombing this summer, and specifically targeting Sony Pictures for crap like After Earth and White House Frown, and just talking about how movie studios are going after the big budgets when in fact they know they're not going to make their money back from it. And so why not focus on better storytelling in smaller budgets and getting back to the basics?
Basically the same thing George Lucas and Spielberg said couple months ago.
Yeah, exactly. And so now George Clooney is speaking out about it. And, they bring up a good point, but I'm not sure that we're going to see any change anytime soon. I feel like we're going to go the opposite direction. I think they're only going to be spending larger budgets and still not making money. And I honestly think that we're going to get to a really interesting point in the way that movies are made, and hopefully in between there we'll see some breakthroughs with the lower budgets from the more unknown filmmakers.
It's going to be a Great Depression.
I'll just
Exactly.
I'll just stick with television.
But that's changing too. That's heading towards Netflix.
I think you've got your best storytelling right now on television.
I agree.
Breaking
But
Bad
let me say this.
Breaking Bad starts in 5 days, Jay.
I'm amazed. I'm even more amazed every time at the Newsroom. It blows my mind how good that show is this season. Even better than
Is there a reason why people don't like? Is there? I can't remember, Tim, but do people not like Aaron Sorkin?
No, they like Aaron Sorkin. They just don't like the show. Critics have bombed this show because they think it's cheesy, over sentimental.
No.
My friend didn't like it because he thought it was kind of biased with political views.
Well, Aaron Sorkin is going to pose his view, and you have to realize it's from a writer who is, he's utilizing real events, real stories, but within there, he's going to pose his opinion about it. And you know what? I include that in my consideration when I watch it, but I'm watching it for the story. What is the story that they're telling? And it is brilliant every single time. The way that you move with the characters, you feel for the characters, you feel like you're in the story. I forget that I'm sitting in my living room watching that show. So in terms of, a good content, it's all living, like you said, either A, on TV or B, on the internet, which, hold on, I just want to say that Netflix... is looking forward to producing even more seasons of House of Cards.
I can't wait for more House of Cards, and there's supposed to be more Arrested Development too.
Right. So interesting time.
But he didn't do anything to you, Tim. You tanked. That was awesome. Great show.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't. The last movie I went to go see was The Way Back, and that was so damn good.
And you almost got shot seeing it.
And I could have got shot seeing it. Apparently, there's some dude with a gun at my theater with a fake CIA badge.
Oh yeah, I
or
remember
something.
you saying about that. But I don't think we
Body
talked
armor
about
shit.
your opinion of that movie, Jay.
No, my
time.
opinion is that it's awesome. Steve Carell is such an asshole in it. It was great.
And you wouldn't expect it from him, and he does it.
Mm-hmm. What was your problem with the girl storyline?
Oh man,
you thought it was too
cliche, and I didn't feel anything. I didn't believe that she would fall for that boy. That didn't seem real.
I felt that they didn't really even go into it that much. She just she was just there for a few scenes.
Yep.
They hang out for a bit, and then just at the end, spoiler alert, she just kisses him back after he tried to kiss her.
Right.
And that's all they capitalize on. They never go into
But they do
he loves
cheesy
her or
shit.
anything.
Like they do stuff like fireworks while they're together, and it's like, come on, you don't believe that for a second. And
I liked the whole beach scene where it's they're trying to find crabs or something. It just kind of went hand in hand with them having different dads and stuff. It was cool.
Did she have the crabs?
Yes.
No, she didn't have crabs.
But did you?
It was like a summer camp love story.
Yeah.
It wasn't really adult. It was sweet. It was a sweet little story. It was
Did
cool.
you see what I mean, though, where it's like whatever is on the surface of that movie, that's all you get. There's nothing deeper. There's no deeper meaning to it. It's just what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I loved the depressed dude that works the booth for life jackets or something or swim trunks.
He's great.
That on-running bit of him just hating life was too good.
What'd you think of Sam Rockwell?
Amazing as always. And shut up, Nick, because I know you don't like him.
See, it's a good movie.
Such
Nick.
arrogance.
Like
he deserves to have the arrogance when he's that good.
I have news with Sam Rockwell. They just announced that he could possibly be the star of the Poltergeist remake.
They're doing the Poltergeist remake?
Yep.
We don't need a
They
remake
just,
of
they
that.
just
That's
come out
cool.
and said that he's basically the one he's been in talks to be the star of it or whatever.
We do not need a remake of that.
tombstones. They didn't move the bodies.
Yeah.
Well, so here's what we can do, guys. If you'd like, I'd love to go through and just talk about some of the movies that we have that have bombed the most, and maybe some of our anger and rage with them, and why maybe
why the hell would you be mad? I'm the one that's got the bombs.
Well, hey, that's why I thought we'd spend the most time on your movies. But listen, I had White House Frown, and that didn't do well. And Bling Ring, it didn't do well. So those are really the only two I can speak of. But Elysium, I guess we'll see. It's probably one of the last big budgeted movies of the summer.
And really, it's only budgeted at $90 million.
I know I'm cutting corners by saying it, but the only reason that my movies tanked were because people are stupid. That's the only reason. Pacific Rim, what's that? Oh, screw it. Grown-ups, I want to laugh at nothing.
Stupid people love going to movies. Stupid people love seeing stupid movies.
It's a giraffe. That's all I hear from people when they're sitting at the movie.
So let's talk about World War Z then, because we thought that was going to be your biggest bomb of the summer.
What are the odds that makes money for you? Yeah, it's only $5 million, Jay, but what are the odds it made some? Mm-hmm. The one that you complained about for a month straight, and then.
It's because we thought it was $400 million.
I still feel a little sketched out about that. I think it was more than 190, but. I don't know. I think
Watch
they're just
Girl Most Likely's budget be like 100.
They may be covering their tracks. I'm not sure. But Lone Ranger, holy shit.
First of all, I didn't think the budget for that movie was going to be that high. I thought it was going to be like 160 or 150. And then I really don't get why it failed. What was out?
Demographic. Tell you right
what was
now.
Out? What do you remember? What released with that?
I think it might have been Monsters University.
Despicable Me 2.
Most likely, was it Despicable Me 2?
That's right. It was right. That's right.
Because I'm going to say whatever released with it had to have been just a better film.
I think the demographic wasn't there. The Lone Ranger was a show from the 30s. I mean, it's young kids aren't going to know what the Lone Ranger is. It's just it didn't have the. It was a stupid decision.
If it was a Pirates movie, it would have done it.
They were hoping to go after that target audience from Pirates, but it just didn't have the fan base.
Yeah, Westerns are a hard thing to get people to go see. And on a budget of $215,
Not for me.
I love Westerns personally, but a lot of people, they think it's a dead genre. And I think if you spend $215 on a Western, no matter what, you're going to lose.
So what else does Jay have left then?
Like
coming up.
Let's see. Jay still has
Kick-Ass 2.
He has Lee Daniels, the Butler.
I have You're Next.
He has Kick-Ass 2 and You're Next.
Now, You're Next could be like The Purge, because I think that's a really low-budget film.
Mm-hmm.
It could. I don't think that's going to hurt you at all. But Kick-Ass 2, I think, is going to do extremely well. Jay, listen, it's not over for you, buddy. It'd be awesome if you at least matched up to 0, but I'm not sure.
I'm at 170-something in the hole.
I'm going to be the bad guy here and come out right now and say I think Kick-Ass 2 is going to bomb.
What? It's under $100 million for the budget, I think.
I still think it's going to bomb.
Why? Do you think the idea that Jim Carrey's been giving it negative attention will help or hurt it?
I don't think it helps or hurts it. I just think I don't understand.
It is. I don't think it could bomb.
I don't think the first one did all that great, and I don't understand how it got a sequel.
The first one did better once it came out on like DVD because people just didn't go to the theater for it, and all the people that read it, just comic book fans in general, I'm pretty sure they're going to go see the second one.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And don't get me wrong, I want to see it. It looks cool, but I don't think it's going to do well.
Okay, well, what else is he's got? The Butler and You're Next.
I still don't know what The Butler is.
You have to say Lee Daniels, the Butler, or Warner Brothers.
Right. Lee Daniels, the Butler.
Lee Daniels, the Butler.
I love that. Oh man, hey, did you guys see the new trailer for the Jobs movie? For Jobs with Ashton Kutcher?
I thought that wasn't that the same one. I thought that was the same one I watched before.
It's a little bit different. It's got some same clips, but it's a little bit different as well. But you know what? This is my underdog movie. I feel really good about this movie. I think it's going to do well, and I think it's got a fan base there, kind of Social Network-esque. So I'm interested in it, and this will be interesting to see how it plays out because that was a movie that was supposed to come out in our spring draft. Was that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they went back and did some re-editing to it, and now it looks
It's always a good
looks
sign.
all right. Yeah, so of course we have our side bets. Let's not forget about that, where we get an extra 10 million, and frankly, Jay, you could use it, but I think you kind of blew the cooch with this one, because 52 million was
The
my
cooch?
Blew the cooch. How was that?
I said the cooch. 52 million was my prediction for opening weekend. Jay said 60 million, and Nick said 44 million. So who's ever closest without going over, or if we all go over, we all blow the cooch. So, yeah, there's that.
There you have it.
Can't believe I
Boom.
went that.
I got to say it
can't
that
believe
time.
I went that high on that one.
I can't believe I went that high. I'd like for all of us to redo it, but you guys said no.
No,
Nick, did
I
you
didn't keep it.
did you see
what?
the that Sentinel viral video for the new X-Men movie? Days
No.
of Future Past?
Oh, just the Trask Industries thing?
Yeah, that was sweet, and it showed the Sentinel.
Yeah. I've seen
so
they've
excited
come
for
out with
that
a bunch
movie.
of pictures of the Sentinel, so
It's gonna be way better than Wolverine. It might
Just
be
that
better
it's,
than the first class movie.
Yes.
Peter
And I just
Dinklage,
hit my
I
microphone.
think that's
It's
cool.
gonna sound good.
Well,
I feel like
Oh,
we may
no.
have lost. Jay, are you
I'm
there?
losing connection. I'm assuming.
is Jay there or is he not?
What's
I feel
happening?
like we lost Jay. I could tell because there was a lot of
Yeah, there was a lot
background,
of hiss
and then it just
and
went.
lost connection.
Hey, he's back. So just in time to talk about Smurfs 2 and how Nick was just roaring about how great that's going to be.
It made so much money, you guys. I'm so excited.
It made 27, and
That's
the
right.
fact that it's over 100 million doesn't help. But
If you look at the, oh, look at that.
I think you'll get. I think you'll get up to about 60 some, maybe 70 if you're lucky.
Yeah, I'm fine
60
with
if you're lucky.
that. I'm fine with that because I got that powerhouse Percy Jackson coming up this week.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know.
The dry wit.
Who has City of Bones?
I do.
You're dead.
Uh-huh.
That's not gonna make
But
But I'm not But I'm not Lone Ranger dead.
no, he's got. This is the end. Oh no, who's got that? Who's got the
Nick's got This
End
Is
of the
the End.
World?
I have World's End.
World's End. At
And
World's
it's
End.
right after City of
This
Bones
is
too.
the-
So
There's a
it's
lot
just
of
gonna
ending
cancel it
going
out.
on.
Yeah.
You're next. The
Well,
Butler.
look at the bright side, Jay. I probably won't win a third draft.
Probably not.
I
It'll make you happy.
I feel really good about the movies that I have coming up. Other than Elysium, but other than that, that's going to be beautiful.
I'm gonna definitely see iJobs, and it's not called iJobs. It's called Jobs, isn't it?
But there is a
Yeah,
movie
they-
called
they-
iJobs
they changed
from Funny or Die. Did you
Yeah.
see that yet?
No, you
They
told
put
me
the-
about it though.
yeah, they put the
I'm
entire
gonna
thing
check out
up for
Jobs.
free.
I'm gonna check out Kick-Ass
Yeah.
2 this week.
Yeah.
This week or this month?
This week, because they both come out the 16th.
Yeah, don't
That's
you know what
next-
day it is? That's next week.
Isn't that? I thought that was this week.
No,
This
that's
Friday
next
coming
week.
out.
This
Are
Friday.
you
Shit.
are you in the
Well,
future
next-
right now?
Next Friday.
This week is.
Oh yeah, it's the 6th.
Percy
I got another
Jackson,
week.
Planes, Elysium, and We're the Millers.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Now-
go see We Are the Millers.
Yeah, We're the Millers looks great.
And Elysium. I'll see both.
Yeah, as will I. As will I. So, do we have anything else that we can talk about? It's not really a action packed week, but
I thought we could bring up a topic of. I was watching Joyride the other day,
Classic.
and it got me thinking about movies that are not considered good, that are guilty pleasures of mine. Movies that when they're on, I have to sit and watch them, and because that's one of them, because it's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
Are there any like that for you guys? Like for me, if Shawshank Redemption's on, I will sit and watch it.
Jay, Face
I mean,
Off.
that's not considered a bad one, but just any movies that when they're on, you watch them. Like Jaws for me.
I don't know if it's considered a bad movie, but I love Bubble Boy.
It's a
It's
bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
bad.
that's a bad
That movie's a total guilty pleasure.
I like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I can
Those
watch
are
that
awesome.
anytime. I love it.
Those are sweet movies. The first two, I won't even
The
touch
first
the
two,
third.
yeah, the first
I will
two.
not touch the third.
Yeah.
Recasting the wife. Are you high? I don't know why Jet Li is in it, but
Well, why not?
I'm trying to remember. I know I have a few movies that. Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Evolution movie. Like
Really?
it's so bad, it's just hilarious. It's hilarious to watch.
It's just fun to watch Spike from Buffy play whatever the hell the character's name is.
But
Is it
not that
Piccolo?
type. Yeah. Other movies.
Last night
terrible.
I watched Sister Act.
Oh, yeah.
That is something right there. I feel like whenever Rush
there's a
Hour 2
connection
is on
again.
TV, I gotta watch it.
Why?
I love Rush Hour 2.
Not the first one, the second one. And not the
Jade-
third one. Just the second one.
We lost Jay again, but he knew it was.
I'm back in. I heard Sister
back.
Act, and I was gonna say pretty much every Whoopi Goldberg movie should
yeah,
be considered.
Ghost. I love Ghost. That's another one.
Coach.
Yeah. and then Jay, I said Rush Hour 2.
No, are you
love
insane? That's a good movie. That's
Yeah,
unanimous.
but
That is
you said that
unanimous
when it's on
across the
TV,
world that is a good movie.
Whenever it's on TV, I watch it. I don't just pull it out and say, you know what, I'm gonna watch Rush Hour 2 now. It's the one that catches you off guard. You see,
We could
Okay,
also.
I've-
I said, Jay, we could also include movies that not necessarily are bad.
Oh,
like
it's
I
if
said,
it's
like,
on
I said,
TV.
like I said, Shawshank. When that's on, I will watch it. You know, not necessarily a bad.
I can't usually watch a movie on TV. If it comes up on TV, I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, this is good. I'll feel like watching it, so I'll just put the DVD in. That way I don't have to wait through commercials.
Well,
Yeah.
see, a lot of the ones I've been watching lately that are ones like
Commercial
that
free?
have been on like they're on like HBO or Showtime.
Okay.
So I don't have like
Yeah.
Big Lebowski is on Showtime.
If
all
it's
the
commercial
time.
free, then I'll totally watch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like Big Lebowski's been on. I've watched that probably like 5 times in the last 3 weeks. Because they don't edit it, so he's not fighting a
Fuck it,
stranger in
dude.
the
Let's
Alps.
go bowling.
Yeah, he's not fighting a stranger in the Alps on there because it's on Showtime. You know,
This is what you get when you fight a stranger in the Alps. Is that what you were saying?
yeah, on FX instead of when he's shouting at the kid, the Larry kid, he goes, "This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass." They change it. This is what happens when you fight a stranger in the Alps.
That's got to be amazing. I'll have to look that up on YouTube.
It's so bad.
Here you go, Larry.
I think I'm not typically a fan of remakes, but
There's some I love.
I'm not that big a fan of remakes. But recently, there was a trailer released for The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
That looks sweet.
That seems more of an adaptation of the short story than a remake.
But it was a movie in the past, so you can only classify it as a remake.
True Grit. So was True Grit. That
Yes,
wasn't a remake.
yeah, but you can't. I mean, what are you putting it in your own category of just an adaptation or a I mean, essentially they're
It's
remaking
an
it.
adaptation.
They've already made it, and now they're remaking it. And I guess what I'm saying is, back when the first movie came out, I have not
30s?
seen it. I have not seen it. But when it first came out years ago, which was let's see, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 1947 is when that came out. So obviously all of the technology was not there to pull off the effects of this guy who's got a vast imagination and can, in his mind, travel to these different destinations. But this trailer starring Ben Stiller and Kristen Wiig,
Ugh,
the movie
And
looks
Monsters
great.
and Men.
The movie looks great.
that's right.
It's also
I was
got
just happy
Adam
they
Scott
didn't
in it,
use
too.
Imagine Dragons.
Adam Scott, Sean Penn, looks great. Patton Oswalt is in it.
Is he?
Yes.
Well,
Awesome.
in that commercial where it shows Sean Penn in that, was it a picture where my mom goes, I showed her a trailer, she goes, and there's Sean Penn playing himself.
But the
Hello,
movie
I'm
looks
Sean
good.
Penn.
I'm actually, I don't, sometimes it's just the trailer that they edit really well and really spruce it up and give it all the shine. But you know what?
I could very
this
well
looks
see
very
this
interested.
being
Interesting.
an awards contender.
Yeah.
It comes out right around the right time for that. I think it comes out, December, I think, is it on Christmas?
Right on Christmas.
Right on Christmas, yeah. So
Merry
it's right around
Christmas to
awards
us all.
time. It looks a lot, like it's going to be a drama, I think, and I think it just looks good.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah.
That's good.
Why am I doing my Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I was excited to see.
The Muppets
Elysium?
Most Wanted, probably.
Yeah, new Muppets Most Wanted. They announced that today. That was sweet.
Yeah.
I hate Tina Fey, but it looks pretty good.
Ty Burrell. Had me with Ty
That's
Burrell.
right, Ty Burrell. Ty Burrell playing, was it a French inspector?
Yeah, that's perfect. And you know what? The one that they released before was great too. That was
good.
Jason Segel. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love the Muppet movie.
Yes.
They really captured what
the
the
Muppets
is. You know, and I thought it was a good
the
movie.
Muppet movie really captured
I took
the Muppets.
when it came out, I took my younger cousins to go see it, and they're a little too young to have grown up like us with, you know, Muppet Treasure Island and all those.
Oh God, 90s, I need to watch that again.
90s Muppet movies, you know, they didn't really grow up with them, so they're younger, and I took them to see
cabin
the new
fever.
one. Yeah, and when the movie starts with, you know, them singing, you know, a musical, they looked at me like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "That's Muppets." And I was like,
welcome to the Muppets, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, you know, this is exactly what it should be. I loved it.
Oh man, I still remember watching like the old skits.
I have a couple of the seasons on.
I get people coming into Best Buy like asking like, "Where are the Muppets at?" I'm like, "They're not here, man. Not anymore." They're gone.
We could easily just do an entire podcast talking about Muppet Treasure Island, and it would be fantastic.
We should do our necessary
Do you remember the
commentary.
skit where someone keeps calling the phone and Fozzie answers it, and every time he answers, something comes out?
The recurring thing, yeah. Is it Fozzie or Gonzo?
No, it's Fozzie.
Is it Fozzie? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
That's right, yeah.
He answers it, hello, and like smoke comes out. Who was it, Fozzie? It was the fireman or something.
Some awful awful pun every time, yeah.
After the second ring, like water comes out of it. He's like, who was it this time? It was the plumbing company.
Something stupid.
And it starts ringing again, and Fozzie, as he's walking over to it, you just see Kermit running over. Don't answer that phone, Fozzie! It's just really funny.
That's so good. I mean, that was the first. They did so well with making it seem real, with having guest stars on there, you know, each week, like SNL.
Yes.
Just love the Muppets.
Yes,
love it.
That was a good time.
Damn you, Jim Henson.
Wait, no. Why are you
dying.
Damning?
For dying.
Come on.
Because now we have wrong-sounding Muppets.
Damn it, Roger! Damn you!
I'm joking. No, I just the only thing I was mad about with the new Muppet movie was that they didn't get Frank Oz wouldn't come back and do Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy. I think that was Fozzie didn't sound right in the Muppet movie to me, and he's my favorite out of the Muppets. So I was a little upset to not have Frank Oz do the voice, because he didn't like some of the jokes and he thought they were too like the Joker in the movie where Fozzie comes out with the the whoopee cushion shoes. He didn't like that. He thought that was too juvenile and that the Muppets would never do that or something.
What?
Like that. Yeah.
I think he would.
So he just decided not to do it, and you know,
he decided not to do it just because of the fart shoes.
There's other jokes.
A couple of the other jokes in it that he just didn't. He said he didn't think. You know, he didn't want to do it because of, but he supported the movie anyways. But I don't know. Just that was the only thing with the movie I didn't like, was just that Fozzie didn't sound right to me.
When is the new one supposed to come out?
Is it March of next year?
March, I think. I think that's it. Cool. Well, anything else that we wanna bring up here?
I don't know.
No.
Do we have
no games?
TV wise, we got Breaking Bad starting up.
Yeah, we only went a half hour. We could do some television talk.
Boardwalk Empire is coming up.
Breaking Bad. I cannot wait until Breaking Bad starts.
Sons of Anarchy starts in September. Have you watched that show yet, Nick?
I've watched about 3/4 of the first season on Netflix, and then something else came on that I actually watched, and I've gotten away from it. But I'll watch it eventually. I like what I'd seen.
Ron Perlman's badass in it.
From what I saw, he's really. It's a really good show. From what I watched, like I said, I'd stopped just because something else came on and I needed to watch. But I'll get back to it. I just started watching yesterday. There's a new show on FX called The Bridge, where this murder happens. Some serial killer leaves a body on the bridge connecting Mexico and United States, and it's right on the border on the bridge. And so basically, the El Paso police and the Juarez, Mexico police have to work together to find the serial killer who's leaving bodies and crap. And it's about immigration. It's actually very, very good.
A show I think looks stupid but haven't seen yet is The Horseman.
Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow, is that what it's called?
I'll watch it because I think that anything that has to do with this Headless Horseman, I'm gonna love it. I just think that's a cool gothic show idea.
I don't know if it's gonna be like, if it's actually violent and you see people get decapitated, then I'll probably watch it.
Well, it's on Fox, and they've gotten away with a lot of shit with The Following, You know, people stabbing themselves in the eyes and crap. So, if you have a show with the Headless Horseman, they have to show someone's head get cut off. You have to.
You have to. All right, I might watch it then.
What about have you been watching Dexter, Jay, or do you not watch that?
I'm behind. I only watched the first episode.
Okay, then I'm not gonna bring up what I was going to then.
No, don't.
But
I'll catch up.
My biggest thing though right now is just I've been counting the days till Breaking Bad. I cannot freaking wait.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be epic.
Can we have like a official launch night watching of it?
If I'm home, I might be up north. My mom has all that week off, and we've been planning on going up north one of those days. So wherever I am, I'm freaking watching it.
I'm laughing at Tim's silence. It's what's making me laugh. Are you there, Tim?
Yeah, I just watched Newsroom.
The Newsroom.
All right. I was gonna say.
Yeah. We've been having fun though, Jay. My mom and I have been trying to come up with what we think's going to happen in Breaking Bad, what we think the end is going to be.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Should be great. That's what's going to be the ending. Hal's going to wake up from a dream, and Breaking Bad's all been the dream inside Hal's mind and Malcolm in the Middle.
You probably haven't read it
piss
yet.
off everybody.
He just wakes up, Lois. I just had the craziest dream.
The theory thing, Nick, is that the end of Breaking Bad will be Walter going into witness protection as Hal. I'll have to send it to you. It's awesome.
It's a prequel to Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, that's exactly what Breaking Bad is.
That would be amazing.
That's why I torrented the whole series again to watch it all.
I've been rewatching it too. Yeah, that's
great. That show is genius.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
It is the prequel to Malcolm in the Middle.
The prequel to Malcolm in the Middle. That is a Twitter post. I'm doing that.
All right, so this week everyone can go see what now? You can go watch Smurfs Crap 2.
No, Smurfs. I have the movies that are coming out.
Those are coming out. We got Percy Jackson.
Just go see Percy Jackson 5 or 6 times each.
And then what else was there?
We're the Millers.
That's not this week, is it?
Yeah, it is.
We're the Millers is this week?
Yep. Yes, it is.
And Elysium.
And Planes.
And fuck that. I'll go see Elysium and We're the Millers.
Okay.
Everyone else go see those two.
Out of those, I will probably see We're the Millers. So that'll be my contribution.
I'll see We're the Millers and Elysium, and we'll maybe see, I don't know, maybe Percy Jackson. Probably not, though. I'll leave that alone.
Damn you.
We should double team We're the Millers, Nick. Haven't seen a movie with you in a while.
Double team it?
Yep.
And then can you please stream it on your phone, and then I'll be there too?
Yeah.
I still have my live reaction to seeing This Is the End, if you ever want that. You told me to record it, and then you're like, I don't want it.
I didn't say I don't want it. Did I say it? I just think I forgot about it.
Well, you forgot.
I was looking at what we've made, and it's pretty sad that... Well, not sad, but it's cool to see what movies out of our movies, which one made the most. Obviously, yours, Tim, is Despicable Me. Mine is The Conjuring, which I'm happy that's made the most. And Jay, the one that's made you the most is The Heat.
Oh yeah, The Heat. Yeah, The Heat did really good.
It's funny, that I never would have guessed that. Okay, The Conjuring was going to be the one that made me the most, or for you, Jay, that The Heat would have made the most.
Mm-hmm. Horror, comedy, and then comedy again.
Yeah, kids film, Despicable. Despicable, I probably would have called that.
I thought Man of Steel would have made me the most money.
Man of Steel.
Mango. It's Mango Steel.
What do you guys think about the news? They just come out that they come out with a short list of actors they're circling to play Batman, and the one that I am most interested in and I'd love to see, it's on the list. One of the frontrunners is Josh Brolin.
No.
What's Josh Brolin again?
He was in Men in Black 3. He was Tommy Lee Jones, young Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. He was in The Goonies.
Gotcha.
I think that would be the most interesting. I would love to see Josh Brolin.
Trying
to remember who else was on the list.
Tim, by the way, another movie my girlfriend hasn't seen, The Goonies.
Oh, good.
It's too funny.
How is that possible, Jay?
Back to the Future, Goonies, Goofy movie. Come on.
We can move on now. She'll get pissed.
That right there is enough for me to be like, goodbye.
Oh, we should end that right there.
That's a deal breaker.
All right, we are done for the week. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week when we reach week 10 of the Summer Box Office Mega Movie Draft. See you, everybody.